Resident Evil 3, a game I have already gotten platinum for, but I only got platinum for the PS5 version. I originally played the PS4 version of this game, and then when I had 6 trophies left, I went to the PS5 version to see the difference in graphics. During my time with the PS5 version, that's when I got the platinum. So today, I'm going back to the PS4 version to get the last 6 trophies and getting the platinum. Now, the 6 trophies I need to get are Sprinter for completing the game in under 2 hours, Conqueror for completing the game on Nightmare or higher, Veteran for completing the game on Hardcore or higher, Dominator for completing the game on Inferno, Jill Valentine for completing the game with an S rank on Inferno, and lastly, the Platinum. Now I have to play the game in 3 different playthroughs. The first playthrough will be on Hardcore. Once I beat it on Hardcore, I unlock Nightmare, which will be my second playthrough. After beating Nightmare, I'll unlock Inferno, which will be my last playthrough. So, for my first playthrough, the goal is to remember how to play and beat it on Hardcore. We start with the game showing us real footage of the infection that's being spread throughout Raccoon City. Then slowly, showing the inside of an Umbrella lab where an ad for Umbrella talks about the company being honest. That is not truthful at all. For a brief moment, we also see some scientists working on Nemesis. Then boom! Resident Evil 3. Putting Nemesis in a helicopter, we'll soon find out where they take him. Waking up, we play as Jill Valentine, a member of RPD's elite task force called STARS. Getting out of bed, we walk over to the bathroom to turn off the sink, when we realize something is wrong. We're becoming infected, so the only way to stop this is to end it. Turns out, it was just a nightmare, and there's nothing wrong, nothing to worry about. Heading back to the bathroom, we turn the lights on, and we make sure we're doing good. After we turn off the sink, we go into third person, where the date is September 28th, 8:07 p.m. Right as we leave the bathroom, we get a phone call. It's from our friend Brad.
Who could that be? Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
Alright, let me grab my...
Nemesis was sent from that helicopter to get us. Now we're on the run.
What the hell is that thing?
As we hop out the window, we see the city in chaos. The only place we can go is back inside. I think we're fine, so we can just head down this fire escape and... We got lucky again, and the roof caved in right as we left, so hopefully we're free from him now. We're on street level, so now time to leave the city. And as we're heading out, we find Brad.
Jill? Over here!
Following Brad, we run into a fence full of zombies, and for whatever reason, we're just standing here watching them. We could have escaped minutes ago, but we took our dear time. So we run into the bar nearby.
There's so many.
Holding the line, Brad is fighting for his life. And as we look away, unfortunately, Brad is bit. And the only thing he could do is tell us to leave. So, unfortunately, we have to leave Brad.
Don't think about it. We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
Heading through the back alley, we find a dead police officer, where we take his gun. As we pick up the gun, a zombie breaks through the door that we just came through. Now the game wants me to shoot him, trying to save my ammo, so I gotta go. As we keep pushing forward, we're eventually spotted by a helicopter. They tell us to head to the parking garage roof. As we're heading through, we find a guy who we try to save, but he's pretty persistent and he hides in this box, saying it's not safe out there. Which, I feel like he's gonna die either ways, but it's his choice.
Closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
The parking garage isn't far. I can
The only
take you.
safe place is in here!
Making our way closer to the parking garage, we head to the elevators. At the elevators, we're attacked by 2 zombies. One manages to grab me, but I get him off pretty quickly, and I head to the elevator. We get a bit of a breather before the crazy situation that's gonna happen next. Once we make it to the roof, we finally can reach the helicopter. But of course, things don't always go your way. An unexpected explosion happens, and of course, you already know who's behind this. Luckily, we find a car that still has some keys in there. So, we rev up the engine, and we hit Nemesis with our car.
Start, damn it! It's my turn, bitch!
I'm pretty surprised we survived that. He's pretty strong. I suspected he'd survive, but us, I don't know, that's kind of iffy. We're built different, I guess. But since we just crashed, the car is now set on fire, and all we could do is back away as Nemesis menacingly walks towards us. And then, a voice, off in the distance.
Hey! Fuckface!
We're saved by a man named Carlos.
Hey, easy, lady. I got you.
Who are you? What do you do?
Name's Carlos, and I'm saving you. Come on. Let's get you someplace safe. I think we're in the clear.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here, where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space, okay? I get it. Let's go. Oh, come on. Who's the dipshit that closed this? Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know about that monster?
Nothing. I've never seen anything like it. But it's no zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. UBCS for short.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? You don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter.
Finding out that Carlos works for Umbrella, it doesn't seem like he's actually aware of what they really do. So we follow him down to the subway, where we meet his captain. His captain is quite familiar with us. He knows our last name but not our first name. Now talking with them, they need some help. They need me to get the subway train moving again, so we can save the civilians and get us out of here. So the first thing we need to do is reactivate the power at the substation. Heading back to street level, we find our first box. Now, the box is where we store all of our items, guns, healables, items we'll need to use later, ammunition, stuff like that. But since I've already played, I only have things that will help me. These being 2 recovery coins, 2 assault coins, 1 iron defense coin, and a Stars Field combat manual. Not having much room, I only took the manual and the iron defense coin. Those just seemed like the only things I really needed. Fully getting outside, we see multiple people running away, and we learn the move Quick Step. This move is going to be used a lot in this video. Now actually getting past that zombie with a Quick Step, I was walking down the alley and a zombie popped out of the corner and he killed me. So that's 1 death. Then finally getting past the zombies, we were up at another fence of zombies. Not knowing what to do, we make a call to Carlos.
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
See a big transmission tower? That's the substation. You'll have to circle around through an alley to your right to get there.
You mean the alley that's on fire?
Maybe. Surely a tall drink of water like yourself can put out a few flames.
Fuck you.
Now the only way to put that out is finding a hose. So turning back to the fence with the zombies, they push down the fence, creating a new path. Taking the path, we were able to actually find the hose in the same area where we had to pick out the route for the trains later. Taking the hose back to the fire, we put it out and we were good to go. We enter a repair shop where we find the bolt cutters. After we pick up the bolt cutters, we're about to leave and then a noise attracts my attention. I use the bolt cutters on the door, open the door, we find a UBCS member injured on the ground.
You're UBCS?
Yeah, careful. Come on, don't look at me like that, all right? I'm not an infected. No, wait, please!
What the fuck?
He was infected.
He might have been infected.
Oh, stars, this soft. No wonder so many of you dead.
And what are you, UBCS? Killing your own people?
He would have turned. There's your sense of self-preservation. Go back to the subway station. I don't need a bleeding heart like you getting in the way.
Finally getting to the area to turn on the power for the substations, we have to look for a lockpick. Luckily, it's on a dead guy in the corner, so we didn't have to look far. Unlocking the gate to the substations, Jill gets a unexpected welcome. I don't know why they put this in the game. They might have some weird fantasies. We might have to look at their hard drive. Good thing is, this bug only gave us some parasites. Pretty nasty stuff, but at least we're not dead. The only way to get rid of these parasites is we gotta take a herb. Now to power back up the substation, we have to reset 4 circuit breakers. This part is pretty simple. We have to run in a certain path. I've learned this path because I've played it multiple times while avoiding the bugs. We do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I reset the circuit breakers, going back to the main area and turning on the power. When I turn on the power, the whole bug's nest was destroyed. And good riddance because those bugs are disgusting. Now we have to go back to the area where we found the hose and put the trains on the right path. Oh, by the way, Nemesis is back too.
You shitting me?
Luckily, he wasn't too bad of a threat this time. In the room with the train controls, I also found the shotgun, which I needed the bolt cutters for, and I clipped it, got the shotgun, and now we were back in some serious heat. Inputting the right path was a simple task. All I had to do was look at the first 2 letters of the place we needed to be and switch to the right track. Now that the train was up and running, we were able to go back to Carlos and get out of here. Except, I died. I got tag teamed by 2 zombies on the way there. After dying, I was able to get past those zombies where I saw Nemesis putting his tentacle in a zombie, transforming him.
What the hell was it doing to them?
we were back to running away from Nemesis. He only grabbed me once with his tentacle, and then I was able to get inside and shut the door. Heading back down to the subway, we ran into Carlos and 2 other UBCS members. One of them was the guy who shot his own partner. His name is Nikolai.
Nikolai, how are we doing?
The town's crawling with those freaks. No chance of fighting our way out of the city. Why is she here?
She's helping get the trains running again.
Had time to start getting dead weight for it. She's unreliable. Can't pull the trigger when it counts.
Hey, take it easy.
She'll get you killed.
After he said I was gonna get Carlos killed, we heard Nemesis break in.
Oh, come on. Not again.
Because he was only after me, I slipped away so they could finish working on the train.
It's me he's after.
Hey,
I'll buy you some time.
hey, wait! Wait, Jill! No!
I wasn't ready for him, and he hit me with a 3-piece, and I died.
Come on, you.
Retrying, I was able to get into a vent that took me down to the sewers. In the sewers, I wasn't able to contact Carlos, so I was on my own.
Carlos, do you copy? Carlos? Oh, shit.
I saw this door that needed a battery pack, so going down a nice little sewer slide, I came across 2 paths, the right path and the left path. On the right path, it had 2 Hunter Y monsters, and on the left, it had 1 Hunter Y monster. At the time, I didn't know which was which, so I just went on the right side first, where I died getting whacked. Then I went left and died by getting eaten. I had to lock in, so I went back to the left side, where I had used some hand grenades I had picked up earlier to throw at the Hunter Y. I killed it and kept going. This is when I found the grenade launcher. This made it way easier to kill the Hunter Ys. After killing the 2 on the right, I found the battery pack and made my way back. On the way back, a 4th Hunter Y appeared. And since I just used all my grenades on the other Hunter Ys, I had to kill this one with my shotgun. Now getting past these awful Hunter Ys, I had to climb up a ladder and some stairs, where I entered a room, and of course, they had to throw a 5th Hunter Y at me. I was able to take him out though, since he would poke his head through the door, trying to grab me, and I would just shoot him. Finally, we made a full circle back, and was able to contact Carlos. Heading up a ladder, you're not gonna believe who was on the other side. Nemesis, once again. This time, he had a flamethrower. Going into a construction site, we had to get to the very top of it while the Nemesis was burning the building down. Once at the top, it was time for a showdown between me and Nemesis. I don't know why I didn't think about bringing my grenade launcher, so I was using my pistol and my shotgun. And of course that wasn't the best idea and I got burned. Now that I know better, I brought out the big guns and was able to take them out. Even though I took them out though, the building was still on fire, so we had to jump off the side. What is super weird to me is how she could survive a fall like that. I feel like at least she'd have broken something, but she was perfectly fine and she was up and moving, which Jill's just built different. Heading forward, we run into Jill's old friend Kendo. He lets us get the keys to the side gate, which leads us to a house. Once outside the house, I'll let you guess what happens. Yep, Nemesis, once again, but this time with a rocket launcher. Running away from him, we're back at the area where the zombies knocked over the fence. But Nemesis wasn't done with us. He shoots the head of the toy uncle in the hopes that it crushes us. I was able to move out of the way and keep running. As I was running, I ran into Carlos in an alley. I followed him while Nemesis was still shooting his rocket launcher at me. Luckily, Carlos was prepared. He set up some claymores right next to a tanker, and we were able to blow up Nemesis. Helping Carlos up, we head down to the subway train. Once we get down there, we hear that Carlos won't be coming with us. Him and his partner Tyrell have to go find Nathaniel Bard. Once we get on the train, we give Carlos one last look before we go. It's now September 29th, 2:11 a.m. As we were on the train, an explosion happened.
What was that?
And of course, Nemesis followed us. We try to run out the back door, but Nikolai locks it and says it's not after him. We turn back and see the captain was grabbed by Nemesis. But what Nemesis doesn't know is the captain grabbed a bomb. He detonated it, causing the train to derail, and we black out.
Shit's bad.
The game then switches us over to Carlos, where we play as him. We were outside RPD when we hear a man.
Brad, stop!
It's a police officer running away from a zombified Brad.
Sorry. Sorry.
After the police officer runs inside, we kill Brad and then go in right after. R.I.P. Brad. Like the captain said, Carlos and Tyrell's goal was to find Nathaniel Bard. Tyrell checks the computers and he sees that Dr. Bard might be in the STARS office. So we head over there. On the way there, I run into a wall that needs to be breached. But the only way to breach this is by making a bomb. Now we already have one part, which is the detonator part. The next part is a battery. The only way to get this battery is we need to find a key to the safety deposit room. In the safety deposit room, we input the code 104, which opens the safety deposit locker. Inside is the battery. But on the way out, we have to deal with a licker. Heading back up to the wall, I combined the battery and the detonator and blew up the wall. The bad thing, the wall was very loud, and there are a ton of zombies on the other side. I died twice trying to get through them. But eventually, I got past, and another licker appeared, but I wasn't going to deal with him, so I just went straight to the office. In the office, Dr. Bard was nowhere to be found, so we used the computer to get some more info. I searched the room for a bit, and then I was about to leave when Jill gave us a call. She survived the crash.
Derailed. Was anyone hurt? Jill? Oh, shit. Wait, what? Jill! Jill, what happened? Jill, come in! T, I gotta go.
Do what you gotta. I'll take care of Bard.
Now we were back to playing as Jill. Getting up from the train, we head back to street level, when we hear the call of Nemesis.
Fucker's still alive. I can't stay here.
He was still alive. This time, he was mutated and bigger. Hopefully, we can actually kill him. His movement was like a dog. He was jumping and running on all fours. With a few shots, he got a bit angry and started running along the walls. I shot a well-placed landmine grenade and it stuck to the wall, knocking him off.
I'm gonna kill you.
After a few more shots, I finally got him. I was put into a cutscene where Jill just let it rip. Grenade launcher shot after grenade launcher shot.
Suck it!
And now, he was down. Hopefully for good. Except he wasn't. He got up one last time just to give us a farewell present. He had just injected us with the virus. Now we're just spazzing out on the floor when Nikolai shows up and says we did him a big favor. Roughly half a day later, Carlos finds Jill and takes her to the hospital in hopes that Dr. Bard can help her. We set her down on the hospital bed and now we're back to playing as Carlos. As Carlos, we now have to search for Dr. Bard. The only way to get to him though is by finding a tape of his voice that lets us in to this voice activation room. To find this tape, we first go upstairs and jump out of a window. Now we're back to the first floor, but we're outside. And on the floor is a key to the locker room. In this locker room, we can find Dr. Bard's ID card. This ID is what we need to get past another door. But before we can even leave, we get this weird perspective of a hunter bee. He rushes all the way to the door right as we're about to leave and almost hits us. I take him out with my assault rifle and then I head to the door that needs the ID. Going down a hallway and into a room, we come across two more of the hunter bees. I didn't feel like dealing with them, so I just ran past, got the tape, and went on my way. Returning back to the voice activation door, I used the tape and got in. Inside, we find a dead Nathaniel Bard. It seems he was shot. I think it was Nikolai. Since he couldn't help us, we checked his computer to see if there was any good info. On the computer, we find out Umbrella was behind the virus and they want to destroy the vaccine so it doesn't ruin their reputation. Carlos gets a bit angry and he hits the computer afterwards. We then went into the room next to us where we find one vaccine left. We take it back to Jill so she can get better. As we were waiting for her to get better, Tyrell shows up injured. We ask him what happened and he shows us the news. They're gonna send a missile strike on Raccoon City to hopefully contain the virus. As we're talking, we hear some zombies outside. So now it was time to protect Jill and hold out until Tyrell can close the shutters. This section of the game is pretty simple. It's just a wave of zombies that come in, and with my pistol, it's just 2 shots to the head and they're done. Once Tyrell was able to close all the shutters, I had to detonate another bomb which destroyed this pillar, blocking off the zombies' path. Back in the room with Tyrell, Carlos tells him to call the government and tell them we have a cure. Some time later, Jill finally wakes up, and when she gets out of bed, Carlos is back, and he says the city is safe, until Carlos is now a zombie. But it's okay, it was another one of Jill's nightmares. Actually being awake this time, Jill hears about the missile strike. Getting all the gear back, we head out the door and we see Tyrell. He lets us know he's trying to work on calling the government and says that Carlos went to go look for the vaccine, and to let him do his job because he's a professional. But we are too, so we go to look for him. Heading down to a secret area underneath the hospital, we had to find 3 fuses to power a lift. It was a simple path. The only thing I really had to do was dodge some enemies, and that was it. Once we get the lift operational and head up, we check a computer when we hear another person coming up the lift. It was just Tyrell, so we were good. He tells us he got through to them, but the only way they'll call off the strike is by getting the vaccine to them, and the chances of that happening are really low. So now with Tyrell, we head out for the vaccine until someone definitely not who you think shows up.
We're almost there. No. Shit.
Now we're in the base area of the lab. In the lab, we find a machine that synthesizes vaccines. The only thing we need is 2 materials. The first material we find is in the back part of the lab where a bunch of other creatures are. Once we grab that material, they break out and we have to fight them. After killing them, we head for the next material, which the next one was just upstairs from the other one. Mixing the 2 together, we head back to the synthesizer machine and put in the materials to create the vaccine. Then, something totally not expecting, the same person who's been showing up multiple times shows up once again. Nemesis grabs us with his tentacle and throws us off a ledge. We fall into a platform and go through a vent. But on the other side of the vent, he was waiting for us. Pulling us in, we shoot some tankers next to him, and as we wait for them to explode, we have to pull away. Then when they finally explode, we're on another lift, and now we're heading up. This is the last few minutes of the game now. Heading through this door, we're in this large tanker area. And you know who else is in here with us? Nemesis. He hits the platform we're standing on, which causes us to fall and hang. As we're hanging, Nikolai shows up. He takes the vaccine and steps on our hands, making us fall into the vat. And now it's another 1v1 against Nemesis. Luckily, it's not a 1v1, it's a 1v2, because now Carlos is helping us. In the fight, we have to shoot Nemesis when he's on a numbered tanker. There's also zombies that will come after us. So surviving the attacks, Carlos pulls us back up and we have to chase after Nikolai. We hopefully finished off Nemesis. Once we finally catch up to Nikolai, he won't give us back the vaccine. And oh boy, our old friend Nemesis is still kicking. But this time, this is the final fight. We get this massive laser gun and we shoot it at him, only nicking him though. After the first shot, it has to recharge. The only way to recharge it is to push in these 3 batteries. Now on my first attempt, I thought I could push these in while he was looking at me, but no. What we have to do is shoot these weak points on his body, which causes him to get slumped. Then we have time to push in the batteries. After pushing in all the batteries, it was time to finally finish off Nemesis. We grab the laser gun and we shoot him with it, taking massive damage. He falls over and we stick the gun right up in his mouth. This was the end for him.
It's time to take the fucking hit!
Now that Nemesis was out of the way, we had to catch up to Carlos and Nikolai. Got back above ground, we see Carlos on the ground, and this is the final act of the game.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't I?
No! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
No, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rough.
10 minutes until missile
Ah.
impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my duty. Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
It's you! Shoot him!
I can't! I'll hit you!
Do it! You have to! There's no other way.
Carlos!
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel. What about him?
Why'd you do it?
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
After leaving Nikolai, we see the rocket fly right by us and hit the city. The shockwave almost makes us crash, but Carlos gains control. We then see a little teaser of Jill picking up the broken vaccine, and I get the veteran trophy. Now that I beat my first playthrough, it was time for my second playthrough on Nightmare. My second playthrough on Nightmare, I didn't record it since it was the exact same as the hardcore, but with more enemies. But I was still able to get it done. So now it was time for my third playthrough, Inferno. Inferno was going to be a struggle. The main problem was getting that S rank. The requirements for an S rank are to beat the game in under 2 hours and save 5 times or less. Inferno also has enemies that deal a lot more damage. The one upside of this challenge though is the inclusion of coins and infinite ammo weapons. These are the only things that make it possible for me to get the platinum. It will still be difficult since I only have the infinite ammo pistol, but with the attack coins, it will make the pistol a lot more powerful. Now the game starts the same way as hardcore and is basically the same thing. So I'm just going to talk about the parts I struggled with the most. Mainly it was the saving. I kept trying to get through a lot of parts before saving, but sometimes the game would screw me and I would die. But before we talk about anything, the one thing that really pissed me off in the Inferno, or basically the entire game, was the stupid zombies. How come when I dodge, they can stumble a bit and then immediately turn around and grab me again? Like, what was the point of me even dodging? I might as well just pull them in full embrace, gave them a fat hug, let them bite on my neck, because the dodging didn't do anything. During my first attempt, I did pretty good, and I got all the way to the first fight with Nemesis, but I jinxed myself. I would want to save here, but there's no point. I know I could beat him, because he's not even hard. I said this, and I still died. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, I screwed myself. I screwed myself. Why did I say that I could do it and then I didn't do it? Oh my gosh, and I gotta get through all of that all over again. Are you kidding me? In Inferno, when you die, you go back to the last save point, meaning I had to go all the way back to the part after destroying the bug's nest. And this was only the beginning. I was then able to go pretty far on my next attempt, and I actually got to the hospital as Carlos, which I was able to save, and we had a nice saving point. And this part of the game is where the wave of zombies comes. And it also has the introduction of the hunter bees. These were like the main cause of my death. Now during the wave, eventually the lights will go out and a hunter bee pops out through a door. Now this first one that pops out, not too bad. It's when the lights turn back on, and a little bit later in the wave, another one will appear. Now you take this hunter bee that comes in later with the fact there's also zombies with tentacles on their head. And now you have to dodge the tentacles and you have to dodge the hunter bee. Meaning if you get hit with a tentacle, you get stunned and then the hunter bee gets to hit you. To some people that may not sound too bad. I know getting hit may be like, oh, okay, well, I can just heal afterwards. Well, sometimes you can, and sometimes you just die. Just straight up one-hit death. No! What? What? Dude! Are you kidding me? And this was so stupid. Like, why would they have this? Okay? The Hunter B one-hit strike is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I'm just gonna play you all the times I died in this hospital. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm gonna freaking die, aren't I? No, I'm dead. This game is full of shite! I literally shoot this guy so many times, but he won't die! Like, how am I supposed to do anything? I swear. What? What? I pressed R1! What? Oh my gosh, bro. This game is so stupid. I love when I press R1, but it won't do nothing. Dude, this is so unfair. It's actually not even funny. It's actually not even funny. It's actually not even funny. I can't do two things at once. I can't do two things at once. I can't do two things at once. I actually can't do two things at once. It's actually not even funny. No! Like, that's not even funny! I can't kill both of them at the same time! Like, this game is so ridiculous, bro. How am I supposed to do anything? You can see, I was not having it. But eventually, I did get it. I think it was because I was listening to You Say Run from My Hero Academia. And I know some people might not like My Hero Academia, but I'm telling you, this song is one of the biggest motivational songs you'll ever hear in your life. It makes you so amped up, you feel like you could do anything. So anytime I work on a hard platinum, that's the song I'm going to be listening to. I could do this. 10 seconds remain. And I have the power vested in me to complete this game and get the platinum for a second time. And that's it. We did it. Bombs off. After I finished the waves, I eventually was playing as Jill again. I got all the way to the second to last Nemesis boss fight. And something pretty dumb happened. Oh shoot, that scared me real bad. I thought he killed me. Like he was gonna instantly kill me. Whoa! What? Dude! Oh my gosh, dude. I didn't realize that you can actually be killed in one hit. And it was so stupid because I thought like maybe it would have, you know, he hit me a little bit, tear me apart, roll me to the side. No, he just rips your head off. Like, come on. Luckily though, I saved at the beginning of Jill's part, so I didn't have to go through the Carlos part again, which I was grateful for. Then lastly, the end boss battle with Nemesis. This was one of the most outrageous things I've done in a while. It took me almost a full hour to beat him. I died so many times. Towards the end, I was just a blank slate. I was just nothing. But here's my first attempt at the fight. And if things get rough, I know what to play. I know what music to play. Go. Okay, well. Okay. Okay. Well, look at him do his little dance. Freaking annoying. I forgot to quick step and he did a little slam move, which he does this way too many times. Let me tell you, that is the 100% reason I die in this fight, is because of that slam move. Now, very quickly, I'm going to show you every single time I died. And yes, I did play You Save Run again because I needed some motivation. Oh, I messed up. It's okay. I'm dead. Okay, my timing is bad. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dude, like, I couldn't shoot it. Dang it, dude. I'm dead. Wow. Okay. I'm dead. Oh, I messed it up! Oh my gosh. Dang it! I'm trying to shoot and dodge at the same time, and that's freaking annoying. Wait, why didn't I dodge? I didn't dodge! What? This game is such BS, bro. I swear I pressed R1 and didn't do nothing. Well, that's over. Because I press R1, but it still doesn't do nothing. That's some BS! I couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me dodge. I pressed it. It wouldn't let me do it. Dude, this game is so stupid, bro. No! Dude, I swear to you, every single time he does that, every single time, I literally am pressing R1 and to the right. I don't know. I'm dead. Wait. Oh, yep, okay. If I pressed R1, I could feel my finger pressing it too. But it just is like, nah, at this part, you know, we're gonna disable it one time. And the one time I actually got saved, he's like, yeah, screw you. Oh, dude, that was... Okay. I literally pressed R1. I pressed it! I'm dead. Dang it, dude. I hate that. Like, he'll just, like, edge you. He'll be like, no. Dude, I literally shot it! I shot it! And it wouldn't blow up. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I'm dead. Because, dude, I hate when you press reload, it immediately cancels out every single move, and you can't even cancel the reload. So you have to press R1. But you can't press R1 because it cancels out every other move. So basically, if you reload, you're screwed. Okay, great. Okay, great. Don't roll ever. Yay! Okay. Okay, game. I know you just want to take away my R1 ability as soon as I get to phase 3. It is so annoying. Every time I get to phase 3. Okay, just don't. Alright, well. Dude, I am pressing R1, but the game literally just throws these things at me like it's nothing. Like, come on. Dude. The game is so retarded. Like, how am I not going to shoot that? I don't know. After all those deaths, I finally locked in and took out Nemesis.
Go ahead! I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
I love pressing R1. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is it. This is it. Oh my gosh. Run. Run, 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 run. X, 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 X. Yes! It's over. You're done for, Nemesis. Anything you ever stood for, it's done. You thought you could get me, but no. I pushed through. I persevered. And now, it's finally time to finish you off. Yeah!
Take the fucking hit!
Oh my gosh. That's it. We did it!
Good riddance.
And with him out of the way, I was finally able to obtain my platinum. That's it. Skip these. I don't care. We skip it. We don't care. Skip it. We don't care. Skip it. We don't care. We don't care. Sorry, developers, but I've seen that money too. There we go. Dominator. Complete the game on Inferno. Joe Valentine. Complete the game with the S rank on Inferno. And Sprinter. Complete the game in under 2 hours. And Platinum. So long, RC. Boom. So long, RC. We're done. We're done. We're done. That's it for RE3's Platinum. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to be trying to go for every Resident Evil Platinum in the series, so subscribe and turn on notifications to see when those come out. If you have any games you think I should get Platinum, let me know in the comments. And with all that being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.